Welcome to the Purple Rinse, the show where we revisit our least favorite Prince albums and more.
Who wants to kick off on Get Your Groove On?
I'll go on that one. That song was boring to me, and it was. Sometimes I don't really like those kind of blues, kind of funk, kind of things.
We hate blues with Prince.
12-bar blues funk songs, and
yep.
When I hear this, I'm like, is Prince actually writing his songs? Because maybe these are the. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if it turned out that like a lot of the great songs that we know weren't really just written by just him? Because lyrically, this doesn't sound. It doesn't sound like nothing. This sounds really like basic songwriting, like like uninspired. You know what I mean? But the only thing I will give it is that it's still in the vein of what he's doing in this album. Is that it's still in there, but this is not it. It's not. It doesn't even, to be honest, it doesn't even do what it says, or that it like get your groove on.
No.
It's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't even give you the vibe to get your groove on, man. I was feeling really bored listening to this one, actually. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, it wasn't, nice little guitar chops, and he's got the bridge, the little change that he had, that was kind of interesting. That was flipping, if the song started there, something different. They think, that's something fresh. But the rest of it is like, nah, it's not. That's all I got to say. I'm not really feeling that track. I mean, that's the kind of track actually. You know what I mean? Like if you're chilling with a woman, man, you probably just see if you can lick her. You know that thing that make it jump forward. I'd have a stick, man. I have a stick beside the bed.
Just bump the deck. All right. Should I go in on this next?
Yeah, go, bro.
Holmes, 100% agree with you. All I liked was that middle 8 section. That was nice. And when I first heard this track, I remember thinking the same thing. I was like, But when it switched to the middle 8, I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I like kind of what's going on. And then it went back and then went on for another 3.5 minutes. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. This track's lame. I'm not feeling this track. This track's just more of the same stuff that I was hoping to word in this album. Dark pop controversy. What do you have to say?
Same as both of you guys. I didn't like it when I first heard it, and listening to it now, I was bored, and I was praying to God that Holmes wanted to skip, because we're being a little bit courteous and listening to the tracks all the way through, because he's on board and we want him to kind of dictate how much he can bear. Right? We're courteous to our guests. But you know what? That courtesy's gone, because he's our brother and we're going to treat him just like I treat you. So
that's it,
from now on, all courtesies are gone. You're going to get chopped the same way. If you don't like it, we're just stopping it. But no, there's one so I agree with both of you. So I'm not going to repeat what you guys said. But one thing caught me lyrically, because I'm a lyrics fan, right? Did you guys notice he was firing shots at D'Angelo?
Well, I thought he was bigging D'Angelo up, like he was saying.
That's what it appears to be. But listen to this, and tell me what you think. He goes, the new D'Angelo, some NPG, and we'll make a bet to see who keep their clothes on. So is he saying the new D'Angelo album track, some NPG? So he's it's almost like a versus, and then we'll make a bet to see if the woman keeps her clothes on.
Oh,
D'Angelo.
Okay.
Or NPG.
Okay, interesting.
Or
go on.
The other angle could be like, he's like saying, you know what I mean? Like maybe he's dissing D'Angelo for taking off his shirt in half.
How does it feel? Yeah.
Because the new D'Angelo, some MPG, and we'll make a bet to see who keep their. Oh yeah, maybe. Ooh, so that's a little bit of a shot though.
Because he was down with Prince, man. They were buddies, so I can't see
What are you talking about? Prince, D'Angelo worships Prince.
He worships Prince. That's what I mean. He worships Prince.
But I think I listening to Questlove's podcast, which is one of the best podcasts out there for music. I'm sure I heard there was some rumblings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to, because I've listened to so many of them, and I should take notes because there's some really interesting little stories, I should say. And I'm sure he said something about like Prince. It wasn't smooth. Even though D'Angelo's a fan, I think maybe looking at that little whippersnapper coming up behind him, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we know how Prince felt about certain people came up.
He was a great with competition. People that like, when Terrence was on the scene and he was like, "Oh, who's this tall, good-looking guy who can do kind of what I can do?" And everybody's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest, if you think about it, like D'Angelo was definitely the person who was really, you can say heavily influenced, but he definitely took that freshness. He came with the freshness. You know what I mean? So that was definitely a threat. You're using my style. It's like a kung fu master. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He done what Prince should have been doing.
Yes.
He done that hip hop thing with soul, but merged it in a much more fresh.
Yeah, because he's younger.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Yes. Wow.
That's what happens. Unless who could you say that's had years of success in the game that can still come with freshness in a way that their generation is feeling? It's very difficult to do that because you're not the new kid. Like Prince was that to everybody else, to the Stevies and to the Georges, and they're like, oh, who's this guy that everybody, that's what happens with maturity and time, right?